December 20th, a day where empires fell, where borders were erased, where music changed culture, and where terror left scars that never fully healed. A date that reminds us history doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it simply arrives. And everything after is different. Let us step into December 20th. The year is 1860. The United States is fracturing. On December 20th, South Carolina becomes the first state to secede from the Union. A single decision, a single signature, but it lights a fuse. Within months, other states follow. The Civil War becomes inevitable. December 20th marks the official beginning of a national collapse, one that would cost more than 600,000 lives. History records it as a warning. When compromise dies, conflict follows. Now we move forward to 1915. The world is at war. Europe is bleeding. On December 20th, the Battle of Verdun begins its early phase preparations, a conflict that will soon become one of the longest and bloodiest battles in human history. Though the full battle erupts months later, the groundwork is laid here, a reminder that wars are not born overnight. They are built patiently. Then comes 1968 and a quieter revolution. In a recording studio, a band experiments with sound in ways no one has before. On December 20th, the Beatles release early versions of music that will define modern rock as they move toward their final chapter. Their influence reshapes youth culture, art, protest, and identity. December 20th reminds us not all revolutions involve weapons. Some change the world with rhythm, but history turns dark again. December 20th, 1989. Romania, the city of Timișoara erupts in protest against communist dictator Nicolae Ceausescu. For the first time, the regime loses control. Within days, the dictatorship collapses. A leader who ruled through fear is executed by his own people. December 20th becomes the moment oppression cracked and never fully recovered. Then comes tragedy from the air. December 20th, 1995, Colombia. American Airlines Flight 965 crashes into a mountain near Cali. 159 lives are lost. A navigation error, a moment of confusion. December 20th becomes a reminder that technology saves lives, but human error still carries a terrible cost. And finally, we arrive in the modern era. December 20th, 2019. The world watches as the United States enters yet another historic moment. President Donald Trump becomes the third U.S. president to be impeached. For the second time, history records political division at its peak. Trust erodes, debate intensifies, the nation fractures once more. December 20th reminds us that power is never permanent, and accountability is always controversial. December 20th is a day of decisions. Decisions that split nations. Decisions that end regimes. Decisions that reshape culture. Decisions that cost lives. It tells us one truth above all. History doesn't move when we want it to. It moves when someone decides it must. This is December 20th, a day of consequence, a day of collapse and creation, and this is history.